Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. So today we would like to go back to our semantic class, but for this meeting, I just record myself for explaining the material to you. I wish that you still can understand for everything that I explain, even though we don't meet each other directly by using Zoom, but at least by using this video, you can repeat every single information that I have shared to you through this video, and I hope that you can understand for all the things that I explain here. So without further ado, let me just start my explanation. Okay, so we're going back to semantics, yeah. So now let me just directly come to our slide, and now we are already on slide 75. We already have 75 slide for our class. If you still remember last meeting, a little review, ya, sedikit review from last meeting, that we have semantic roles and case grammar. So this is the title that semantic roles is from use and case grammar is from different expert. Yeah. So last meeting we have learned case grammar first. As you have learned also, we use case grammar or semantic roles in order to understand the meaning, yeah, which make it quite confused when we relate that to the grammatical or to syntax. Yeah, so there are a lot of grammatical inconsistency, especially in noun, yeah, noun praise, noun or noun praise. So last meeting we have discussed the theory from Richard's case grammar. But later on, Richard said this theory in 1985. Later on, 1996, you make a different perceptions, but actually still the same. Yeah, do not confuse that it's actually a different theory. No, it's not really different theory. So this is the same how we see a noun phrase in a sentence and what is the function, what is the roles, what is the grammar, what is the case grammar for this noun. But Richards and Yules have different terms. Yeah, they have different terms. They have different way of seeing the noun. Yeah, the correlation between the noun and the verb itself. So we're going to semantic roles now. In case grammar, you have eight. Yeah, we have 8 case. But later on, in semantic roles, we have 9. Yeah, so you'll have 9 roles for semantics: agent, theme, force, instrument, experience, location, path, source, and goal. Yeah, so actually, you'll have more deeper description, especially in this part. Yeah, location, path, source, and goal. In grammar, I mean in this previous theory, yeah, on case grammar, yeah, we only know locative case. Yeah? Richards only focus on locative case, so about the locations. But later on in semantic roles used, the location also have more deeper explanation for path, source, and goal. So what is that? I will explain to you one by one for these roles. Okay, the first roles, yeah, the first part. Let me show you one sentence. So let's say this sentence. We have the student ask the question. Okay, so this is the word. The student ask the question. So here, what we call as agent. So agent is the entity or the noun phrase itself, yeah, that performs the action. So everything that perform the action, yeah, we call that agent. Okay, but then what is theme? So this question, so because the student is the one who asked, we call that as agent. But now what is theme? Yeah, the question is the theme. So the theme can also be an entity that is simply being described. So the theme of the sentence, so what you are talking about. Or even the theme itself is actually can also be the subject. Yeah. So like this question, like this sentence, the question is easy. So what is the question? The question here is not an agent, but but it is the theme, because sometimes theme also, like this one, can also be an entity that is simply being described. If it is being described and do not performs anything, there is no performance here, right? So the subject do not performs anything, do not do, do not do anything. So, and then it's only describing. So here the question is also called as theme, the same like in this one. The students ask the question, so the students is the agent, and then the question is the theme of the sentence. The noun phrase, the question is theme for the roles of the sentence in semantics meaning. Now, the theme, there's also a note here. The theme can also be human. Be careful. Do not think that theme is always a thing or not a human, but theme can also be human. Indeed, the same physical entity can appear into different semantic roles. Bahkan satu benda, satu physical entity, can become two roles. How can it can be like that? So see this example. Katanya the boy hit himself. So the boy is the agent, because the boy is the one who performs the hit, yang melakukan pukulan adalah si anak laki-lakinya. And the theme, siapa yang merasakan, tema dari apa kalimat ini kan berarti these people, himself. So this is the theme. But unfortunately, you can see that himself and the boy is actually the same person, right? The same physical entity. So it's okay. So you see here the same physical entity can appear into different semantic roles. The agent is the boy, and then the theme is also the same person, but we call that with different language, with different words, become himself. Okay. Now there's another one. The third one, force. So what is force? Although agents are typically human, they can also be non-human. Si agent yang melakukan performance, performs, yang melakukan kegiatannya ini, melakukan kerjaan si verbnya, they can also be non-human, such as the noun phrase the wind. So you can see here, the wind blew the ball away. The car ran over the ball. So who is the agent? The agent is the wind, right? The car. But actually, these two are not human. That's if they are non-human, but they do the performance. If they do the performance, we call that as forces. Jadi mereka ini disebut forces. So their roles are forces. Okay, that's three. We have agent, theme, and forces. Now let's move to instrument and experiencer. So what is instrument? Instrument is actually the same like Richard, sama seperti yang disampaikan Richard on his theory that if an agent uses another entity in performing an action, that other entity fills the role of instrument. And same like because in bahasa it's clearly say that alat gitu ya. So for example, writing with a pen. So pen here is the instrument. Eating with a spoon, so spoon noun here as the instrument. Going by bus, so bus here as a noun is called instrument for their semantic roles. Okay, and then when a noun phrase designs an entity as the person who has a feeling, a perceptions, or a state, it fills the role of experiencer. So what is experiencer ini? When a noun phrase designs an entity as the person who has a feeling, so most of the time the verb are using feeling, perception, or state. So if you see, if you know or enjoy something, you do not really have to perform any action. Be careful, you do not really have to perform any actions, hence you are not an agent, but you are the role of experiencer. So what is that? See the example to make it easy. If someone asks, do you hear that noise? So you here is not now agent. So you here is not the agent. walaupun dia di sini subjeknya, tapi dia bukan tugasnya sebagai agent. Karena bukan dia yang karena timnya apa di sini? Noise kan? Timnya adalah noise. Sedangkan yang membuat noise itu, yang memperformkan noise itu, ya, yang melakukan suara itu kan bukan kamu, tapi bisa apalah sesuatu di sana. Agentnya itu kan bisa siapapun yang melakukan suaranya, entah suara binatang, entah suara orang, gitu ya, entah suara apalah gitu. So that's the agent. We don't know the agent. Yang kita tahu dari kalimat ini adalah timnya noise, and who are you? You disinilah yang disebut experiencer, because you only experience the verb. You do not perform the verb. See? Yeah, you only if it is experiencer, you only experience the verb, but you do not perform the verb. So that's why it is always said that if you see, know, enjoy something, you do not really have to perform any action. Yeah, so that's for experiencer. Okay, now we're going to this part. Yeah, location, source, path, and goal. So first about the location. Location is actually the same like this. Richards have told us before that a number of other semantics role design where an entity is the description of the event, where an entity is, ya, jadi tempat di mana si agent yang melakukan perform the verb, ya, we fill the descriptions, the place where, nih ya katanya, di mana si entity ini dideskripsikan terjadi. Yeah, that's what we call as the locations. Example, on the table, in the room, on the house, on the school. So that's what we call as the location. But now there's a deeper explanation in other part. If the sentence is so detailed, we can make it, or we can analyze that into these three. We have source, path, and goal. So where an entity move from, ya, jadi ini pasti perpindahan karena kalau dalam kalimatnya ada perpindahan sudah pasti harus didetailkan, ada source, path, sama goal. That's what we call as source. Jadi di mana awal mulanya verb itu bergerak, ya, jadi si entity, si agentnya bergerak, itu disebutnya source. And where an entity passes by or move through, ya, move through, passes by or move through is what we call as path. Ya, jalannya, alurnya, lewat mana, gitu ya, pindahnya melalui apa, and where it move to, tujuannya kemana, that's what we call as goal. So to make it easy, see the sentence. We have the boy. Of course, the boy is the agent, right? Walk. Okay, the boy walk home from school through the rice field. So home here is not the theme, yeah. So we talk here as the boy as the agent. Home, walk home. Actually, home is the goal, ya kan? Tujuan dari perjalanannya ini adalah rumah. From school, dari sekolah. So that's why school is what we call as source. Through, melewati, rice field, sawah. Nah, so rice field here is what we call as path. So in this sentence, it is so detailed that the statement that the people say the source, say the path, and also say the goal. So this is a very clear sentence. You see, this sentence have 4 semantics roles. Yeah. Okay, so I think that's all that we already know for path, source, goal, experiencer, instrument, and then forces, theme, and agent. Yeah. So what you have to do after this, after you have listened to my explanation, is another exercise. The same like before, please determine the semantic roles of the nouns or noun phrases in the following sentences. So underline the noun. And please say that based on the use, yeah, based on the use, explain theory of semantics role, yeah, by these 3, not by Richards, yeah. Please analyze it by these 9 terms of semantic roles, yeah, like mother puts Tina's bag into the drawer. Okay, so please underline and mention the semantic roles, yeah. You can for my explanation for today. And also, this is the end for our material for semantic roles or case grammar. This chapter, sorry, okay, semantic roles and case grammar. So I change the one chapter into 2 meetings. So I think that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching the video. I end the class officially with wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.